All right, let's have a look at this beautiful song, If I Needed You, by Townes Van Zandt. I hope I'm saying his name correctly. My apologies if I didn't. Okay, hopefully you have your tab, your score with the lyrics and the words in front of you, or the lyrics and the chords, my bad. And let's do a little bit of playthrough here, and we'll talk about what we did. So remember capo on the fourth fret, and how the capo goes with the clip on the top, not on the bottom, and the long rubber strip right up against the strings and as close as you can get to the fret without being right on it. So fourth fret, but not right on the fret, just before it, so you can hear all the strings. All right, so a little bit of a, oh yeah, and your strum pattern, remember, is down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. Easy to put those, easier than the other strum pattern, I should say. Not easy, but easier. All right, so playing through from the beginning. All right, I'm gonna stop right there because this sets you up for the whole song, really. The G sus chord, weird chord to begin with, but it sounds so cool that you might as well. Do the strum pattern twice on the G sus, one, and then go right into the G chord. So once, twice, and then twice on the G chord, but then you continue on with the G chord. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So let's see, what is it? G sus twice, then 2 times on G, but then another 4 times on G. And then 8 times more on G. And then another 2 times. So really you'd think about this as the G sus and the G as 4 times. And then another 4 times on G. And then another 4 times. Then 2 more times on G. That's a lot of G, but he hangs out on G a long time. I'm sorry, that's what he does. And then 2 on C, 2 on D, 4 on G. So that's what's happening there. Sorry about that. So many G's. But what you do in this case, so you don't have to count all those, is just watch for where the chords and the lyrics match up, and that'll help you know where to change chords. So let's go to the verse, and maybe that'll actually make it easier to have the words. Back up the video just a little bit.
If I needed you, would you come to me? Would you come to me? Ease my pain. If you needed me, I would come to you. I would swim the seas for to ease your pain. But in the night.
All right, let's stop there. So the G sus 2. 2 strum patterns, 2 on the G. And then the 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then 1, 2 more and then your C. D 2 times, G 4 times. And then you start the next line on G. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. A total of 8. But then in the next line, you're still on G where it says I'd swim. So 1, 2, 2 on C, 2 on D, 4 on G. So when you have to switch lines and you're still on the same chord, that makes it a little confusing at first, but it also makes it kind of easy. So I take a pencil and make sure I write in, G, you continue G into the next line, like where it says, would you come to me, and if you needed me, and I'd swim. So really at the beginning of every line, it looks like you're going to have a G chord, like all the way through the whole song. So that's something to think about. That G is always going to be how you begin. Except for when there's a G sus chord, sorry. So it's either a G sus chord or a G at the beginning of every line. That should be helpful. Okay. Let's back this up and see what happens next. Oh, well in the night. Continue with G. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Break. 2. D. 2. G. 4. And they're going to continue this pattern with the interlude. But do the interlude twice. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, C, 2, D, 2, G, 2.
Baby's with me now, since I showed her how to lay her lily hand in mine.
I gotta scroll, sorry.
She's a sight
2,
to see.
3, 4. 1, 2, C, 2, D, 2.
Well, if I needed you, would you come to me?
3, 4.
Would you come
1,
to
2,
me?
C, 2, D, 2.
If you needed
2,
me,
3,
I would come
2,
to you.
3.
I would swim the seas for to ease your pain.
And now the outro, same pattern. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, C, 2, D. And they do that 4 times. I'm not going to make you listen to me play that 4 times. That's not going to help you at all. So let's see if I get a whiteboard out. Let's see if we can make this really clear for you what's happening on all these verses and the intro. So don't let the G sus chord confuse you. So G sus, that one always gets 2 strum patterns, the G sus. And then it's always combined with the G. And so that gets 2 times, which adds up to 4. 4 is a very common number in music. Things are almost always in 2s and 4s. There's some songs that are in 3, but we don't need to talk about that yet. 2s and 4s, very, very common. And then when you get into the next, so the G continues. You do G 4 more times, and then 4 more times after that. And then the G is combined with the C chord. G 2 times, C 2 times for a total of 4. I'm going to hold this up for you in just a second so you can see it. And then the G at the end, 4 times, all by itself. So let's see. See if you can see this. Yeah. So the G sus and the G add up to 4. Then you have G by itself 4 more times, G by itself 4 more times, there's 8. Then you have the G and the C add up to 4. And then you have the G 4 by itself. I was hoping this would add up to 16. Let's see, 4, 8 is 12. No, it's not going to add up to 16. That's 16 there, it's 20. Huh. So it just adds up to an odd number, but this is basically what's happening in all these verses. There's not really a chorus in this song. It's all verses. That's pretty cool. So, but if it's still confusing after you watch the video and you see my weird little whiteboard thing there, let me know and I can make you a separate video. But that's what's going on here. So it's a little off balance. It's a little it's not perfectly symmetrical, but that's what makes it a great song. It's like a great piece of artwork. There's usually some weird thing with it. And it's not perfectly symmetrical, like something that's done by a graphic designer. It's a beautiful piece of artwork. So, work hard on this one. The strum pattern will be a little easier for you. And let me know if you need anything. All right, I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.